Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your mid-October 2016 Tarotscope reading with me, Lara. So, Capricorn, how did you make out with the super full moon in Aries? It was so nuts. So nuts the first few days leading up to the full moon. But I had decided, you know what? I'm in charge of how I feel and how I receive this energy. I choose to receive it and use it in a positive way, and instead of looking at it in a negative light. And it proved to be greatly beneficial to what I was trying to accomplish at the time. So I hope you guys made out well with that. Let's get started. As usual, I will be using my Golden Thread Tarot deck. It is a lovely deck that I have fallen in love with. And for the attic guidance, we will be working with Archangel Michael today. Okay, so let's get down to the deets. The first card that I pulled for you is the Magician in reverse. The Magician is a major arcana card, and it holds strong power. In reverse, this card is about making better use or making higher use of one's powers and abilities, and to not be hesitant about making changes, because this card is saying that pretty much, you want to make changes, but you're too hesitant. You haven't pulled the trigger yet. This card is also about overlooking the signs, the synchronicities of the universe, the angels, God, and whatever you align with, your beliefs. You're overlooking the signs to tell you whether or not you're on the right path or not. So when this card comes up, you have to really think, where are you being hesitant to make changes? You have to have that honest conversation with yourself, and then use the energies of this card to make those changes so that you can flip it upright. And in the upright position, this card is about manifesting your desires. It's about magic and the universe and creating something wonderful. As you can see, it has all the elements on there. It has the pentacles, the wands, the cup suits, and the swords. It embodies pretty much the entire deck and the energy. It's about having the universal energies come together to make something. In reverse, it's saying, you need to understand that your abilities can bring about that change. You just have to make the steps. Okay, Capricorn? So the next card ties in very perfectly with the first card, and it is the Eight of Swords. Now you can see the woman here, she's tied up to the swords. This is about holding yourself back because you're afraid of moving forward. How perfect is that? Because this card is about being hesitant to make changes, and this is saying it's the result of your own ways of being and your own beliefs. The need to shift that energy is very prominent within this card. And this card is also saying that you need to be open to defeat in order to be open to success. So if you want to succeed, you have to open yourself, because nothing's going to get in, not even success, if you're closed off. You have to be open to both. And if you do fail, so what? You can try again. You can try something new. Life is about ups and downs. It's not just about the ups. Stop holding yourself back, Capricorn. Okay, and the last card that I pulled for you is the Hermit in reverse. It is another major arcana card in reverse. And this card is pretty much saying that you're too focused on finding the truths in your different situations when it's best to just let it go. And that could also be why you're hesitant to make changes and why you're holding yourself back, because you want to find the truth of the situation. But this card is saying, you know what? Sometimes we don't find the truths in things. Sometimes we just have to make peace with what is and accept it for what it is. Acceptance is the key to like almost everything. If you accept yourself and your circumstances, things start to shift and move. So this card is saying, let it go. This card is also about taking space and time for yourself in solitude. But what it's also saying is, don't go to that extreme of where you're cutting people off or you're avoiding people, you're avoiding society, etc. This is saying, take the time that you need to yourself, but don't cut people out and don't isolate yourself. That's the key word here, is do not isolate yourself. Okay, Capricorn. The guidance card here is forgive yourself, you have done nothing wrong, okay? And with this card, I always tell people that, you know, things happen for a reason. They always happen for a reason. And everybody is doing the best they can in the moments that they are faced. We are exactly where we are meant to be on our divine life path. And yeah, we make mistakes, but sometimes you got to make mistakes in order to learn the lessons. And that's what life is about, learning lessons, growing to a higher level of understanding, ascending forth. You've done nothing wrong. You have to release that guilt. And again, I'm going to use the same key word again, acceptance. Do you accept yourself as a whole? If you accept your circumstances, things start to shift and they start to move forward. You're holding yourself back from something, from guilt, most likely from guilt of something. You think that you've done something wrong when you really haven't. You need to let that go. You need to make acceptance. You have to accept it. You have to make peace with it in order to move forward. Stop being afraid to move forward, because there's so many beautiful things waiting for you in the future, but you're not going to get them if you keep holding yourself back. So for this reading, what I want you to take away from this is you have to release some blocks that you have in your life. You have to forgive yourself, you have to accept, and you have to make peace in order to move forward. And don't be afraid to move forward, because it's going to be truly beneficial for you, Capricorn. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, please check out some of my sites below. I do have a Halloween special going on right now, and I do offer a lot of different types of readings that are not yet listed on my webpage. So if you shoot me an email, we can work something out to where I can help you get the most of your reading. But as always, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, take care, Capricorn.